Doubleheader part 2 vlog. What up, family? It's your boy Big Deuce, and as you can see here, I'm headed to the team bus to hit the road for our doubleheader weekend. We had a long journey ahead of us. We were leaving from Osorno to travel to Santiago, Chile, which is about a 13-hour bus ride. I much prefer flying rather than taking a bus, but hey, my team doesn't have an NBA budget, so it is what it is. At least the bus had a lot of leg room. After 13 long hours traveling to Santiago, Chile, we finally made it there safe, and then we proceeded to check into our hotel rooms. After about an hour of chilling in our hotel rooms, we then left for basketball practice.
The weather is lovely.
In Chile, there's a rule that says if the home team doesn't want you to practice in their gym before the game, then you gotta go somewhere else to get a practice in. So we went to this beautiful country club in Santiago and got it in. We didn't go too crazy at practice, obviously, because we had 2 back-to-back games coming up, but it was still productive, and it felt good to be active and break a sweat after that long bus journey. At this point, we were all super tired, and all we wanted to do was go grab some lunch, which we did, and then head back to the hotel to rest up for the next day. The next morning, I got up and had a nice, light, and delicious hotel breakfast. I love a good hotel breakfast. And I didn't get to film it, but shortly after that, we had a team film session. And after a good 45 minutes of watching film on the other team, it was then time for lunch. And I gotta give a shout out to my team because we always eat good on the road and the food is always fresh and healthy. After lunch, we all walked back to our hotel to digest our food and to get some rest in before our game. Usually I like to take a pregame nap before our games, but as I was scrolling through channels on the television, I noticed that the NCAA tournament was going on. So you know I had to stay up and watch that. When you hoop overseas, you miss a lot of live college basketball and NBA games. So whenever there's an opportunity to watch one, I take advantage. As the time grew closer for us to leave for our game, I of course had to get my pregame head shave in. Once I got my head all nice and shiny, it was then time to head to the game.
Amigos.
The team we were playing against tonight happened to be the first team I played against when I arrived in Chile back in early March. We ended up losing by 1 point at home the first time we played, so personally, I wanted some revenge and some get back. However, though, life doesn't always go the way you want it to. It wasn't a terrible start by any means, but as the first half progressed, I could tell something was a little off with our team. Don't get me wrong, we did make some good plays, like that 2-hand double clutch jam from my dog 3-4. But I do have to give credit to the other team and say that they played harder and smarter than us. As you can tell by the clips, we ended up losing this game, and to make things worse, personally, I had a terrible game. At the end of the day, every hooper has a bad game at some point, and today was just my day. But I knew that I had to bounce back and give my team a good performance for day 2. The next day, I woke up again and had a light and delicious breakfast. Once again, we had another team film session in the morning, and then after that, me and my dog 3-4 kicked in the hotel room and watched some good old March Madness. Fast forward to a few hours later, and it was time for us to check out of our hotel and head to the game. For this game, I was locked in and determined to have a better game than the night before. And for all my young hoopers out there watching right now, don't ever worry about having a bad game. Every player goes through it, and it happens to the best of us. All that matters is that you bounce back and never give up. And for this game, that's exactly what I did. As you can see on this play, my bro Agu comes up with a steal and fires me on the fast break for the 1-hand punch. I do my best to get my teammate open here. Unfortunately, he misses, but I'm there for the follow. On this possession, I read the defense, saw that my defender sagged off, so I had to knock down the midi. I also chipped in on defense, finished the game with 2 blocks. In the end, we ended up winning this game, and it was a great feeling for us as a team to bounce back from the loss from the night before. I finished the game with 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks, and this game was my first 20-point game in the LNB here in Chile. We ended our night by having some nice pizza at a nice restaurant before we hit the road back towards Sono. If you're still here watching, thanks for watching. Make sure to go check out all my other videos on my day in the life vlogs, and make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'll check in with y'all next time. Peace.